Tuesday, June 6th marks the first official day of E3, and at 9 a.m. Pacific, Nintendo will take the stage, showing off Project Cafe, its new high-powered console, which may finally get Nintendo back on track with the hardcore crowd.
Welcome to the world of Wii U.
What?
Wii U.
What?
Is it unique, unifying, maybe even utopian? The answer is also yes to all of this, and here's the reason why.
Wanna go cycling?
Cycling, it sounds awesome.
Developers from around the world see the vast promise of Wii U. But you don't have to take my word for it. Here's a sample of what they're saying.
Once we saw the new console together with the new controller, my mind immediately started racing to what we can do with this in the world of sports.
And there was total shock and amazement, from the team.
I call it the Swiss Army knife of controllers. It does absolutely everything you could want.
This new controller really revolutionizes the traditional pad.
Connectivity, advanced graphic, an engaging interface.
The ability to have asymmetrical gameplay. So one player can be doing one thing while another player can be doing something else on the TV.
友達の対戦やってるのを阻害せず、隣の友達が別の画面を持って楽しむこともできるし。
A full console experience that's getting streamed. I have a little headphones. My wife will be asleep, and I, put in headphones and play a full hardcore console gaming experience in bed on this, on this smaller screen. That's a really revolutionary thing for me as a gamer.
The motion control of Wii changed gaming. Last year, in this theater, you found out that glasses-free 3D could change gaming. And now, there is Wii U.
Some interesting news. Nintendo stock loses another 5% after announcing the Wii U.
The key that unlocks it all, of course, is the new controller, the Wii U Gamepad. This means putting one player with the Gamepad, two separate gamepads. Single gamepad challenges, but look for dual gamepad experiences with the Wii U Gamepad itself.
The Wii U Gamepad is built into the Gamepad, volume control that can adjust sound on the Gamepad.
Let's see what we've cooked up for more hardcore gamers with our new IP, Zombie U.
Batman Arkham City Armored Edition. Scribblenauts Unlimited for the Wii U.
Lego City would come to Wii U. We fit you. In new Super Mario Bros. U, welcome to Nintendo Land.
So allow me to introduce the next Pikmin to you. In this game, Reggie, one bite and you're dead. But thankfully, the Gamepad is your all-in-one survival kit. Oh, I think you've been zombified. Looking good, Reggie, looking very good.
I like French food.
But before things get out of hand, let me leave you with this last video highlighting Ubisoft's lineup for the Wii U.
I'm hungry now.
You scare me, Reggie.
Sam, here's the thing. I think when we came in, we were all like, it's Nintendo's conference to lose, right? They were the only person who was going to talk, or only company, that was going to talk about their next console. Why didn't the Wii U blow everyone's socks off and make people go, oh my god, Nintendo won this show?
Man, I think the Wii U, it just doesn't have games yet. I think Nintendo started thinking about it at the same time we all did. Maybe they came up with the idea a few years ago, but I just don't. I've heard from a lot of developers that they just didn't get kits in people's hands in time.
Well, and all their third-party games are games that Greg and I have been playing for the last year on our platform.
An armored version of Batman. Cool.
And that Mass Effect 3 game that I finished and raged about on the internet a few months ago.
And then it was just a whole bunch of third-party stuff, some of which look good, but a lot of them are ports, like Mass Effect and...
You can't really get excited about Batman.
Yeah,
no
so Batman happened already.
Like, it's the same Batman, they just got some Wii U features, but you can't really get excited about that.
Wii U arrives in US stores in another 66 days. And I won't ask you to do the math. That makes launch day here in America, Sunday, November 18th. The basic set will carry a manufacturer-suggested retail price of $299.99. And for the deluxe set, it's $349.99.
Everybody, scream! Is your body ready? Ladies and gentlemen, count with us. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nintendo World doors are officially open.
Triforce, you were the first one to get a Wii U. How does it feel?
I'm just glad I got it now.
You got your Wii U. Are you excited? Yeah.
Start playing Nintendo Land and Super Mario Brothers Wii U. Oh man, it's gonna be awesome. I'm going home, gonna pop it in, gonna play.
I actually tried it first time at the Wii U experience, which is so much fun.
The next generation. I'm the first of my friends to get it, so pretty excited about that.
As you can see, Wii U is out now.
And here's what you get. The innovative new game controller that people thought might just be an upgrade to the existing Wii, but no, it's part of a whole new system. This, I'm guessing, is the console itself. I'll be darned. Nice and black and shiny. Black is unique to the deluxe console, which has 32 gigabytes of internal storage. The white console has only 8.
The graphics are basically identical to the 360 version. In fact, here are some captures I did. This is the 360 version. This is the Wii U version. It looks slightly lighter when I'm editing, or whether that'll come through in the encoded one, I don't know, but that's probably more down to capture and previous encoding than anything else. There is a very big fly in the ointment though. Whilst it looks very similar superficially, it's got a much lower frame rate than the 360 and PS3 versions, and it kind of chugs a bit. Now this is a bug, because not only does it mean it's not as good a game, but also, if you just spent like £250 on a brand new console, you kind of want it to look more impressive than the one you've had for 6 years, and that really ain't happening. So, again, that's not a good thing. Also, as I said previously with the controller, it's a right pain in the arse to fiddle around with the buttons, and you'll probably end up giving yourself some sort of finger seizure.
As of December 2012, the Wii U had sold 3 million units worldwide. That breaks down to around 1.3 million in North America, 900,000 in Europe, and 830,000 in Japan. The original Wii sold 3.5 million units from April to December last year. Nintendo has previously stated that it aims to sell 5.5 million Wii U's before the end of March, but it has now revised this target down to 4 million. Overall game sales on all Nintendo platforms were hoped to reach 24 million by March, but the new estimate is 16 million. Just about 12 million games have been sold so far. The best-selling Wii U launch game was Nintendo Land, with just over 2 million sold.
I mean, it's been about 2 months since a significant Wii U release. I mean, really since the launch. There have been a couple games, but nothing really to get excited about. And you've got another, 4 to 6 weeks to wait until you really have something.
Wii U sales were very low in January and February this year, according to the latest NPD data. Nintendo's new console sold just 57,000 units in January, managing to up that number slightly to 64,000 in February. This is worse than any week for the Wii, Xbox 360, or PlayStation 3.
Nintendo's latest financial results have been released, revealing truly dire Wii U sales. In the 3 months between the start of April and the end of June, the company sold just 160,000 Wii U units globally, which is astonishingly low. 90,000 of these were in Japan, 60,000 in North America, and just 10,000 in Europe and Australia. In fact, it was actually outsold by the original 7-year-old Wii console in the same period, which sold 210,000 units.
Why are sales so bad?
Well, they have two problems with the Wii U. One, they haven't explained to many consumers what the difference is from the original Wii. A lot of people still think that the Wii U is just an add-on tablet instead of being a whole new console.
Well, the funny thing about Wii U is that a lot of people still don't know that it exists outside of hardcore gamers.
Right.
Like the casual audience, like my family, they had no idea Nintendo had come out with a new system, whereas everyone knew about Wii the second it came out. So just the marketing is a little off. People just don't know it's a separate thing from Wii. Sure. They think it's sort of a peripheral.
And then the second problem that they have is that the big games that they create for their own console, they've not created. They're just late on a lot of their big games.
Today, we'd like to deliver directly to you updates on games that we will be showing at E3 2013. Super Mario 3D World is coming out in December. Mario Kart 8 will launch in spring 2014. Here is the new launch timing for Wii Party U and Wii Fit U. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD will be released in October. The Wonderful 101 will launch on September 15. The game's official title is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and it will launch in November. Bayonetta 2 will launch in 2014. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U will be released in 2014.
Look, the fact of the matter is, we had a fantastic launch of Wii U. Yes. And sales through the holidays were very strong. And then, unfortunately, from a first-party perspective, the launch of key titles slowed down. And guess what? When there isn't a range of content, the consumer waits to see what's coming and what they want to buy to drive that hardware install base. That's why it's our responsibility to drive that pace of software. So what have I been doing? We've been gearing up to have that great pace of software. So to frame this, we start off with Wind Waker, which for this market is just a fantastic game. We think is really going to jumpstart our sales. We'll go from there into Mario and then into Donkey Kong.
So in some ways you're feeling that, Nintendo, this is the year when the Wii U is going to take off, yet you've got a lot of competition coming into the market with a new Xbox, a new PlayStation. Those fans are going to have even more choices this year. So, are you concerned now that it's too little too late?
There's only one place that the consumer can play Zelda, Mario, Donkey Kong, Pikmin 3. That is our ace in the hole. That's what we provide the consumer. So, competition's going to do what competition's going to do. What we're going to provide are great games, great game experiences, and the only way to experience those is on the Wii U.
A senior software engineer and architect at EA Sports has shared his thoughts on Nintendo's struggling Wii U console. When surprising news broke yesterday that EA has no Wii U games in development, someone from Microsoft reached out to EA Sports employee Bob Summerwill, asking him if it was because EA was having problems or because the Wii U is dead on arrival. What follows are Summerwill's multiple responses. The Wii U is crap. Less powerful than an Xbox 360, poor online store, weird tablet. Nintendo are walking dead at this point. Nintendo are still operating like it's 1990. They should have done a Sega and offered Mario and Zelda as PS4 and Durango exclusives. Instead, they make this awful console, just stop it, just make great games. It is an utterly intentional decision to focus our resources on markets which actually matter, like mobile and Gen 4. Summerwill concluded by saying, Nintendo platforms have always been very poor revenue-wise for third parties. Only Mario and Zelda make money.
We saw with Nintendo 3DS that when we introduced a reimagined Zelda game, a 3D Mario adventure, a Mario Kart game, we saw that sales skyrocketed. We're looking to follow that same recipe for Wii U.
Nintendo has announced a $50 price drop for Wii U. Beginning on September 20th, the Wii U Deluxe model will be available for $300.
Sony has announced the PS4 is now their fastest selling console after moving 1 million units in just 24 hours after the North American launch.
The Xbox One sold more than 1 million units within 24 hours of the console hitting shelves in 13 different countries.
Nintendo has slashed the number of Wii U and 3DS consoles it expects to sell by the end of the financial year, which has had a knock-on effect on its financial projections. In an earnings release, President Satoru Iwata explained that the company now expects to sell 2.8 million Wii U consoles by the end of March, down from original estimates of 9 million.
It seems that Mario Kart 8 could serve as a reprieve to get the Wii U off the steady descent to the pile of failed and forgotten consoles. Nintendo UK's Mario brand manager Roger Langford explains, I certainly feel that Mario Kart 8 can be the catalyst that will broaden Wii U's horizons.
The Wii U received a huge sales boost over the weekend, all thanks to Mario Kart 8. UK retail tracking company GfK Chart Track said sales of the Wii U in the UK were increased by 666%. Specific sales figures were not divulged, but the firm added that 82% of total Mario Kart 8 sales in the UK came through the bundle.
Nintendo has released its financial results covering the period from April to the end of June 2014, revealing sales of 510,000 Wii U and 820,000 3DS in 3 months. This brings the total of Wii U consoles sold since its November 2012 launch to 6.68 million, helped by the release of Mario Kart 8, which sold 2.82 million in just over a month. Total Wii U software sales now sit at 36.67 million.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Nintendo's digital event at E3. This is one of the first in a new line of products Nintendo has in development called Amiibo. There's a special chip that's embedded in every figure. Any Wii U system will recognize the figures by touching them on the Wii U Gamepad.
Oh, great! Another Mario game!
Don't love your tone, but actually no new Mario game today. Not my problem.
I'd like to talk to everyone about the latest Zelda game for Wii U. But first, please take a look at how the game looks on screen.
Oh, that looks good! That looks so good! Oh, that looks really good!
You can go another round, can't you? Flock off, Featherface.
It'll be great if both fans get interested in playing the other series. It'll make me really happy if they all have fun playing.
What about Star Fox?
Nintendo has released its financial results for the second quarter of its financial year, covering the period between July and September. 610,000 Wii U consoles were sold during that period, almost double what was managed during the same time frame 12 months prior. It's a promising trend, especially given the fact that the only major release for the console in this period has been Hyrule Warriors last month. Nintendo says there is also continued interest in Mario Kart 8. But while this is undeniably better news than last year, it still leaves the company some way off its targets. Sales for the first half of this financial year since April are just 1.12 million, which is less than a third of its 3.6 million target for the year. Nintendo hopes the combination of Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and the upcoming Amiibo figures will usher in a sales boost come Christmas time. Worldwide Wii U sales now stand at 7.3 million.
Amiibo! Amiibo has finally launched in the United States, and this is wave one of the Super Smash Bros. Line. So Super Smash Bros. For Wii U is out now, and you can use all of these Amiibo in the game, as well as in many different other games.
Wii U closed out 2014 with its most successful month of sales ever. Nintendo didn't release full sales numbers for the hardware, but they did say that Wii U sold 29% better in 2014 than it did in 2013, thanks to December sales. On the games front, Mario Kart 8 sold over 1.7 million units, and Super Smash Bros. For Wii U sold over 1.3 million in 2014. Those numbers represent both physical and digital sales, and they contribute to a huge 75% increase in total software sales compared to 2013. Nintendo of America's Scott Moffitt said, quote, "Wii U had its strongest year yet, thanks to highly anticipated software lineup and the introduction of the Amiibo platform. Fans can anticipate another strong year for 2015.
Nintendo President Satoru Iwata today mentioned the company is creating a new next-generation hardware concept called NX.
Shigeru Miyamoto, creator of many Nintendo franchises since joining the company in 1977, has revealed what he thinks are some of the reasons behind Wii U's struggles. Nintendo has recorded its first annual profit in years, but missed its Wii U sales target. In an interview with NPR, Miyamoto said that, quote, "With our latest system, the Wii U, the price point was one that ended up getting a little higher than we wanted." Miyamoto went on to blame the burgeoning consumer tablet market for making the Wii U seem less unique. He said, "We thought that you could have the rapid boot up of tablet-type functionality, and it would be a very unique system that could introduce some unique styles of play. I think unfortunately what ended up happening was that tablets themselves appeared in the marketplace and evolved very, very rapidly, and unfortunately the Wii system launched at a time where the uniqueness of those features were perhaps not as strong as they were when we had first begun developing them. Despite this, Wii U has seen spikes in sales this year, with total sold now nearing 10 million units."
Hi, and welcome to Nintendo's digital event for E3 2015. Recently, Mr. Iwata has made several announcements on how Nintendo itself is being transformed, with expansion to universal theme parks, mobile devices, and our new dedicated game platform, codenamed NX, which we'll tell you more about in 2016.
I just have to remember my words.
Look, look!
For Wii U, with its 2 screens, we experimented with gameplay with ideas before this iteration of Star Fox. There were 2 screens that each serves a specific purpose. For example, we've tested using one screen for a more cinematic view and the other for gameplay. The Wii U Gamepad has a gyro, and it's a big reason we decided to make this game.
That's it? That was your E3 conference?
Nintendo's great. I love Nintendo so much, but this event was just...
I think the Wii U is unofficially dying, if not dead.
Nintendo's first quarter financials reveal a mixed bag of news for the Wii U. Lifetime sales for the console edged past the 10 million mark, but sales fell year over year.
Nintendo has announced Star Fox Zero is delayed until the first quarter of 2016.
Developer interest in Nintendo platforms, the GDC survey says, has been declining. Just 5% of developers surveyed are working on Wii U titles, with 3% bringing a game to the Nintendo 3DS.
Kamishima said, someone projected that we would sell close to 100 million Wii U systems worldwide.
Sales of Microsoft's Xbox One and Sony's PlayStation 4 have also crushed the Wii U. Since 2012, Nintendo has sold just 13 million Wii U's, while Sony has sold almost 36 million PS4s, and analysts expect Xbox One sales to be close to 20 million.
The Wii U version of Bloodstained has been cancelled.
He had promised a Wii U version of Stardew Valley. However, in the statement, he has canceled that version.
The Wii U version of Yooka-Laylee has been cancelled.
I hope Star Fox Zero barrel rolls off a cliff into a lake of poison because it's a dumpster full of wasps that's on fire and the fire is made out of racism. That's how bad it is. It plays like a Wii U tech demo, except it was released in the system's dying year.
Nintendo has confirmed that its upcoming gaming console, codenamed NX, will be launching in March 2017 around the world.
Nintendo has confirmed that it is no longer manufacturing Wii U consoles. In a statement to IGN, a Nintendo representative confirmed that Wii U production has ended globally.
We got sales figures for the Nintendo Switch. You have to remember, this system has only been out for roughly 9 months, and that's when these sales figures were totaled. And it's already outsold the Wii U. It's literally already outsold the Wii U.
It's time to say goodbye.